life is ultimately all about the journey. Lame. The journey's cool and all, but have you ever heard of this thing called the destination? At the destination, we have money, accomplishments, and the harsh reality of failure. Oh wait, what? There is beauty in destinations, beauty in seeing a thing through to its finale, and beauty in a sense of accomplishment. Often, the destination of a video game can give us incredible cutscenes or amazing story moments. A lot of games have gotten so caught up in the journey that they've forgotten that we gamers are mice, and all we really want is the cheese at the end of the trap. Ooh, cheese. No, don't touch that. So today on Blurbs, let's ignore that silly journey and talk about games that are about the destination. Do you hate yourself? Me too. Being about the destination means that for some experiences you might utterly hate the journey, and no such journeys are more despised than that of Faudian-like games. These experiences task you with reaching their upper limits, but the catch is if you make even one mistake, you are going down, 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 all the way back to the bottom. The founding father of this type of game is Getting Over It with Benny Foddy, and recently I've been playing a descendant of Getting Over It, which is a game called A Difficult Game About Climbing. It is brutal. The handholds are finicky. There is a friction system that lets you slip right off of rocks that you thought you had a great grab on, and some of the falls are absolutely devastating. But I can't stop freaking playing it. Not because I'm having fun, not because I think the game is cool, and not because any of my friends are playing it, but simply because I have to win. And that's the main thing that Faudian games live off of. They leech off of those of us who can't cope with failure. They drive us to the point of madness, and then eventually when we reach their pinnacle, they tell us, you could do that a little faster, couldn't you? Do you like battle royales? No. Nobody really likes playing a battle royale. It's a lot of walking around and comparing one piece of ground garbage to another piece of ground garbage. I like this one. But the allure of the victory at the end of every match is so tantalizing that you can't stop, so you might as well pop. For me though, the real gem isn't said victory, but rather those moments right before. The 1-on-3 scenario where your friends are chewing so loud you can't hear the footsteps of the enemies. The build battles where you desperately try to heal in order to snatch victory from the hands of defeat. And the we got 'em boys moment when you see an enemy turn their back and run. It's these moments and not the victory that are the destination of a battle royale. Getting there can sometimes be an absolute slog, but it's always worth the journey, even when you don't take home the spoils. Our last subcategory here is the most obvious. As any game that forces you to go fast puts your attention on one thing and one thing only, and that's the finish line. From the Indie Game Minute, which gives you a minute to figure out the ins and the outs of the world before you get reset, pushing you into Chaos Brain, all the way to speedrunners where you make a mad dash against your buds in order to get to the end first. There are a plethora of games that push you to ignore the world and focus on the finish. That focus is so narrow that a lot of these speed-related titles even opt for simpler art styles as the design of the world feels unimportant. There's a journey to be had in these games, but that journey is only a piece that makes up the rapidness of your body's propulsion as you optimize your movement to make every second count. These games are about speed, and speed is ultimately about destinations. We spend so much time talking about the journey that we've started to forget what the journey is for. In Lord of the Rings, Frodo has to throw a ring into the top of a volcano. In Star Wars, Luke has to defeat the Sith, and in this video, I have to write the outro, and you know what? And that's what I'm doing right now. So I guess I made it to the destination.